Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Ultimate Review by Purecast9. In today's episode, the Tribit XSound Go is going head to head with the 10.or Rave Plus. I know it's something you've been waiting for, and it's a decision that many of you are confused about which one to get. So this episode will solve just that. Now, before I go into the sound test and I give you a demo of how they sound, there are a few similarities and differences in terms of features and specifications that both of these Bluetooth speakers share. I'm not going to go into detail, rather the chart you're seeing right now basically summarizes what these similarities and differences are. So have a good look at this chart, pause the video now if you need to. Got it? Okay, with that out of the way, now let's get into the sound test. I'm going to play two tracks, the same tracks on both of these devices. You guys listen, form your judgment, and once we are done, I'm going to come back and give you my verdict on how it sounded in person, in my studio, and in which frequencies did either of these speakers outperform the other, where they sounded equal, and ultimately which one you should get and why. So let's get straight into the sound test.
Suffocating, I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
So there you have it guys, that was a sound test between the Tribit XSound Go and the 10.or Rave Plus. This was a very difficult comparison to do. I played just two tracks for you right now, but in my testing over the past couple of weeks, it was really difficult, alright? Because they both sound really good in terms of their individual performance. And I keep saying that when I get a speaker and listen to it by itself, it sounds good. And then when I play it side by side with another speaker, when I start to compare, that is when I understand where either of these speakers fall short or exceed the other. So it was the same case with this. I don't just say if it's good sound or bad sound, I always break it down into how they perform in the three frequencies that broadly make up sound: the highs, the mids, and the lows. So starting off with the highs, where the really sharp sounding instruments are, say the cymbals. So in that aspect, both sound really good. The Tribit XSound Go and the 10.or Rave Plus really sound good. But the difference is, at max volume, the 10.or Rave Plus would at times give you a bit of crackling and a tad bit of distortion. Nothing really to throw you off completely, not a deal breaker at all. But if you really listen close enough, you can make out that the drivers can't quite handle the highs as well. With the Tribit XSound Go, I've mentioned in my review as well that even at max volume, there is absolutely no distortion. At least in my testing, till now, there was no distortion. So in terms of rendering the highs, both sound really good. I would say, however, that at times the 10.or Rave Plus sounded a bit more sharp and a bit more upfront than the Tribit XSound Go. But if that quality is of utmost importance and you want zero distortion, then the Tribit XSound Go has the edge. But otherwise, they both sound really good. Now coming to the mids where the vocals lie, which make up for more or less the body of the music, again, both sound good. But somehow I found that in all the genres of music that I was listening to, even though the Tribit XSound Go sounds really good, like really good, I found that sometimes I would gravitate more towards the 10.or Rave Plus because somehow the mids or the vocals sounded a bit more rich, sounded a bit more full. So it depends really on your taste, but I would sometimes choose the 10.or Rave Plus. I mean, the vocals sounded a bit more bright, they were upfront, had a bit more power to them. In comparison, the Tribit XSound Go sounded a bit subdued. But quality-wise, the Tribit XSound Go, again at max volume, has zero distortion. The 10.or Rave Plus, maybe at max volume, could struggle a tad bit, but again, not a deal breaker. But if you just wanted something, or if you wanted my opinion, sometimes the 10.or Rave Plus, in terms of the mids or the vocals, did sound just a tad bit better than the Tribit XSound Go. Now coming to the bass, this was tricky because they handled certain tracks differently. I mean, if you just listen to it casually, both will have the same amount of bass. But then there are certain tracks where I felt that the 10.or Rave Plus has a bit more powerful bass. It has a bit more punchy bass compared to the Tribit XSound Go. Like on the whole, the Tribit XSound Go gives you the most balanced, good sounding audio quality. No distortion whatsoever even at max volume. The 10.or Rave Plus, I feel that has a bit of more power. The highs and mids are more sharp. Sometimes tracks would sound a little more rich, and the bass at times would sound a bit more punchy. Now it's kind of a toss-up. If you can bear that tad bit of crackling and distortion at max volume in certain tracks, 10.or Rave Plus is great. But if you want pristine sound quality, and by no means is it bad, it's just that in my opinion, I found that the Tribit XSound Go sounds a bit subdued, more shy compared to the 10.or Rave Plus. If that's okay with you, the Tribit XSound Go is a great option. In terms of build, I definitely feel that the Tribit XSound Go has the better build. You know, it feels really solid in the hand, feels top-notch, feels like really high quality, but it also comes at a greater price. All right, so if price is also a factor, but apart from that, if the rest of the features you're looking for are more or less the same, the 10.or Rave Plus is better value for money. It costs less, it sounds as good and sometimes a tad bit better, and I mean, what more could you want? So now it's up to you on your preferences, on your budget. The links to both of these are in the description below. I would really appreciate that if you do decide to buy either or both, kindly use the links given below. It will help me run this channel and I can produce more and more content just for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed it, hit like, subscribe to PRcast9, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.